Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers them.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game, 2 different parts of the field as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The tackle there by Mark Barron. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Complete to H.M.J.A. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter. With
no score after 1 on EA Sports. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's see what you got.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Sucko. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Black 20. Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Pass incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. First carry for James Conner. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On the ready. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the screen. Pass. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. So we've hit, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Connor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Now Roethlisberger over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 33 yards that time. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now Tannehill and the Titans down 7-3. A little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Watch it,
Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. He's back to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the draw, this is Lewis. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Brees. Jared 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6 foot.
The pass on second down. Complete to Jared Cook.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Back to the air on second down. It's Brees. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brees now on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now following the interception, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. We're scoreless after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's D.J. Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
Check, 47. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
13, 13,
Throwing again is Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Check, watch 54. Stop your whining.
Newton on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Let's go, baby.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Ready.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Breeze now to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Third down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Genn's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready. 5-8. Mike is 59. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, Newton completes it to Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Ready.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You got nothing.
Breeze now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but now it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
We play to win. Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they've got to go thank the guys on D.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by number 2. And he'll be just a minute and a half there after giving up the first down.
Ready? Right to the 3. Check. Walk 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still...
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Strip that ball.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rip right.
McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen the miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the